Good day. Today, my team members and I are going to present to you guys our project on cybercrime. Cybercrime is increasing every single day, and thus it is the need of the hour to know more about it and to be able to protect ourselves from it.
There are a plethora of ways in which cybercrime is committed: hacking, stalking, rumors, bullying, and so on. Via this presentation, we hope to make you aware of the different forms of cybercrime and how to evade it.
Cyber trolling. If you've been on the internet for any period of time, you've likely run into a troll at some point. An internet troll is someone who makes intentionally inflammatory, rude, or upsetting statements online to elicit strong emotional responses in people or to steer the conversation off topic. Places online where you're likely to see online trolls are anonymous online forums. Places like Reddit, 4chan, and other anonymous message boards are prime real estates for online trolls. Twitter. Frequent Twitter trolling methods involve hijacking popular hashtags and mentioning popular Twitter personalities to gain attention from their followers. Comment sections. The comment sections of places such as YouTube and news websites are also popular areas for trolls to feed. Sign someone is trolling. Off topic remarks done to annoy and disrupt other posters. Refusal to acknowledge evidence. Even when presented with hardcore facts, they ignore this and pretend like they never saw it. Dismissive, condescending tone. This is a method done to provoke someone even more as a way of dismissing the argument altogether. Use of unrelated images or memes. This is especially true if done in response to a very long text or post. Seeming obliviousness. They seem oblivious that most people are in disagreement with them. Also, trolls rarely get mad or provoked. How should I handle them? Don't feed the trolls. Trolls seek out emotional responses and find provocation amusing. By ignoring a troll completely, they will likely become frustrated and go somewhere else on the internet. You should try your best not to take anything trolls say seriously. No matter how poorly they behave, remember these people spend countless unproductive hours trying to make people mad. They're not worth your time of the day. You can also opt to report them to the site's moderation team. If your report is successful, the troll may be temporarily suspended or their account might be banned entirely.
Cyberbullying. In a succinct definition, cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices such as cell phones, computers, and tablets. It primarily occurs through media where people can view, participate in, or share content such as SMS, applications, and social media platforms. Cyberbullying doesn't only involve online harassment or threats. Rather, it also includes sharing and posting negative, demeaning, and humiliating content about someone else. A common misconception is that comments, photos, and content shared by us are only accessible to friends and acquaintances. In reality, what we don't know is that due to the ubiquity of social media, it can also reach strangers. This can have disastrous consequences, for they can be misused severely. As a result of cyberbullying, victims experience lower self esteem, increased suicide ideation, and a range of negative emotional responses, including fright, frustration, anger, and depression. It is a crime, period. Cyberbullies can be given criminal charges on the grounds of harassment, libel, assault, and even terrorism. Fortunately, there are several ways to prevent it. Here they are. If you're on a social media account, report your cyberbully immediately. You can launch an official complaint against your cyberbully on the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. If you're unsure about the procedure to file an official complaint or are in need of other forms of guidance, contact the helpline number. Keep your family and friends in the loop. Save evidence. Record the date, time, and description of incidents. And finally, it goes without saying, change your passwords frequently.
Cyberstalking involves the use of internet to make someone else afraid for their safety. This conduct is fear-inducing as it invades a person's privacy and manifests in repeated actions over time. Most of the time, those who cyberstalk use social media and other online resources to intimidate, follow, and cause anxiety. Surprisingly, cyberstalking rarely occurs by a stranger and is most often carried out by a person the target knows. These behaviors include tracking down someone's private information, using it to make them afraid, texting them frequently to let them know you are watching them, creeping on their social media accounts to learn where they are so you can show up there uninvited. This behavior makes the target extremely concerned for their personal safety and causes some form of distress, fear, or annoyance. Cyber stalking is a criminal offense under various state anti-stalking, slander, and harassment laws. A conviction can result in a restraining order, probation, or criminal penalties against the assailant. A number of key factors have been identified in cyberstalking. Number one, false accusations. Number two, attempts to gather information about the victim, monitoring the target's online activities and attempting to trace their IP address, attacks on data and equipment, posting of defamatory and derogatory statements, false victimization, etc. Stalking crimes do not have a jurisdiction, as these crimes are committed without any barrier or boundaries, so you can report a cybercrime to a cybercrime unit of any city irrespective of the place where it was committed, like cyber cells as well, and you can report to CERT as well.
Spreading rumors online. Social media has taken gossiping to a whole new level. Unfortunately, this can lead to cyberbullying and be very traumatizing to vulnerable people. Celebrities and politicians are easy targets for internet trash, and careers are ruined by unintended tweets. Some ways people can use technology to rapidly spread gossip are: 1. Email. Spread an email to all the contacts in your account except the one the rumor is about, of course. Then they can forward it to all their contacts and on it goes from there. Facebook. Post on Facebook and all your friends will know about it instantly. Instagram. Post an innocent picture and watch a rumor start and spread like wildfire. Twitter. All your Twitter followers will know in 140 characters or less. They can retweet it to all their followers in no time. Blogs. Some people love to spread gossip through their blogs. Even unintentional rumors are sometimes started by bloggers. Website. There are whole websites put on the web just for the purpose of spreading misinformation. Always remember to check their sources. YouTube. If you have a registered YouTube account, you can upload an unlimited number of videos. This is the best way to spread a rumor to millions of viewers. Comments. One can log in under an assumed username and say all kinds of outrageous things anonymously. Chat rooms. You can start with an offhand topic and embellish it as you go. Texting. One can spread a text message to all their friends. That will get the thumbs flying as the rumors get spread. Spreading rumors online is a cybercrime and is a punishable offense. As per Information Technology Act of India, publishing or circulation of rumors, especially hurting religious sentiments, is a cybercrime and it may invite a fine with imprisonment extendable up to 3 years.
Online fraud. Well, online fraud is a type of fraud committed online. It involves hiding information or providing incorrect information to trick people out of money, property, etc. It is different from theft, in which the victim knowingly provides information or money to the perpetrator. Here, the victim is in oblivion. It comes in many forms, from viruses that attack computers with the goal of retrieving personal information to email schemes that lure victims into sending money to fraudulent sources. Why does it take place so often though? Stolen credit card information is easy to buy, prosecution is rare, and online fraud may be a low priority for law enforcement due to difficulty amassing evidence and time and resource constraints.
Data theft is the illegal transfer or storage of any information that is confidential, personal, or financial in nature, like passwords, software code, etc. There have been a growing number of cases of information theft over the past years. While more electronic security measures have been going up to protect people's information, these new technologies have bugs and design flaws that are opening up whole new worlds for the technologically advanced criminal. Few types of information theft are as given below. Identity theft techniques. Dumpster diving is basically retrieving personal paperwork and discarded mail from trash dumpsters, and it is a very easy way for an identity thief to get information through this method. Phishing involves using email to trick people into offering up their personal information. These emails contain attachments bearing malware designed to steal personal data or links to fraudulent websites as well. Pretext calling. It is human nature to want to be helpful. Thieves exploit this tendency by calling and pretending to be a legitimate organization. They ask for your information and then they use that information to learn more about you from other sources as well. Card verification value code requests. Merchants and banks usually ask you to provide CVV to prove that you have possession of a card before approving a transaction. Identity thieves have found a way to use this as well. You may receive calls from someone claiming to be from your bank saying that they're calling because there's a charge that they believe to be fraudulent. He or she asks you to verify for security purposes that is a CVV code on your card. Prevention. Restrict access to sensitive data. By restricting what data each person has access to, you limit your exposure when an employee decides what they want to steal or when their account has been compromised. Enforce data privacy controls in and out. Use strong passwords to protect your devices. Make it difficult for outsiders to access your device and computer by using strong passwords, by using special characters, etc., and by enabling remote wipe on all devices. Install a firewall, secure your wireless connection as well. Activate two-factor authentication and use an antivirus software. Don't give personal information over a phone call or via email if it's not from a trusted source, and don't click on suspicious links or mails.
Online scams. Any fraudulent business practice that extracts money from an unsuspecting ignorant person is called a scam. These days, the internet has become another primary source of scams. Scams committed over the internet are called online scams. A few examples of online scams are greeting card scams, bank loan or credit card scam, lottery scam, romance scam, fake antivirus software, hijack profile scam, economic scams, fake news scam, fake shopping websites, job offer scams, etc. Some ways to avoid online scams are never enter personal information or any financial information on unsecure websites. Never reply to emails from unreliable sources or an advertisement claiming you won something. Never click on any links or pop ups online.
Illegal downloads. Illegal downloading is obtaining files that you do not have the right to use from the internet. For example, when a movie or song is produced and marketed, everyone involved in the process has monetary gains from the sale of that product. Therefore, that product is protected by copyright law so that it cannot be copied, reproduced, or resold without their permission. If you do not pay for a song, movie, or other media files that has a copyright, then downloading that file is a crime. Likewise, distributing a copyrighted media file, whether via electronic or non-electronic methods, without the express permission of the copyright holder is also illegal. Digital piracy. Digital piracy basically involves illegally sharing copyrighted media such as games, music, movie, TV shows, and software. Common reasons to download illegally are free music, free movies, and other media. People involved in this business can be sued or copyrighted under the law.
Child pornography. Any visual depiction of sexually explicit conduct involving a child, which includes photographs, videos, or images indistinguishable from an actual child, is called child pornography. Not only creating and transmitting obscene material in electronic form, but also browsing such sites is an offense. A violation of federal crime pornography laws is a serious crime, and convicted offenders face severe fines. One unforeseen consequence of the rise of the internet has been an explosion in the illicit trade of child sexual abuse images and videos. A victim of child pornography, this often creates lasting psychological damage to the child, including disruptions in self-image and the inability to trust others. There are a number of acts prohibiting child pornography, and one of the more prominent ones is the POCSO Act, the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. It is a comprehensive law to provide for the protection of children from the offences of sexual assault, sexual harassment, and pornography, while safeguarding the interests of the child.
WannaCry ransomware attack. First of all, what is ransomware? Ransomware is a type of malware that cybercriminals use to hold people to ransom. Once a computer network is infected with ransomware, the malware blocks access to the system or encrypts the data on that system. Cybercriminals demand that the victims pay a ransom in order to regain access to their computer or data. WannaCry is a ransomware worm that spread rapidly across a number of computers in May of 2017. After infecting a Windows computer, it encrypts files on the PC's hard drive, making them impossible for users to access, then demands a ransom payment in Bitcoin in order to decrypt them. The attack was halted within a few days of its discovery due to emergency patches released by Microsoft, and discovery of a kill switch that prevented infected computers from spreading WannaCry further. The attack was estimated to have affected more than 200,000 computers across 150 countries, with total damages ranging from hundreds of millions to billions of dollars. The attack began on Friday, 12 May 2017, with evidence pointing to an initial infection in Asia. The initial infection was likely through an exposed vulnerable SMB port rather than email phishing as initially assumed. Within a day, the code was reported to have infected more than 230,000 computers in over 150 countries. Linguistic analysis of the ransom notes indicated the authors were likely fluent in Chinese and proficient in English, as the versions of the notes in those languages were probably human written, while the rest seemed to be machine translated. According to analysis, the computer that created the ransomware language files had Hangul fonts installed, evidence pointing to North Korea. Some notable affected organizations are Andhra Pradesh Police India, Boeing Commercial Airplanes, Deutsche Bahn, FedEx, Hitachi, Honda, National Health Service England, National Health Service Scotland, Nissan Motor Manufacturing UK, Pulse FM, Renault, Saudi Telecom Company, state governments of Gujarat, Kerala, Maharashtra, West Bengal, TSMC Taiwan, Vivo Brazil.
Given below is a case study on information theft. The Facebook security scam. This instance of social media fraud was specifically designed to separate social media users from their money. In 2012, a scam involving Facebook developed as an attempt to use social media to steal financial information from users. Hackers hijacked users' accounts impersonating Facebook security. These accounts would then send fake messages to other users, warning them that their account was about to be disabled and instructing the users to click on a link to verify their account. The users would then be directed to a false Facebook page which asked them to enter their login info as well as their credit card information to secure their account. The next case study is that of cyberstalking. In an apparent case of cyberstalking, Seema Khan, her name has been changed, 32, received a series of emails from a man asking her to either pose a nude for him or pay Rs 1 lakh to him. In her complaint to Delhi police, the woman said she started receiving these mails in the third week of November. The accused threatened Khanna that he would put her morphed pictures on display at sex websites, along with her telephone number and address. He also allegedly threatened to put up these pictures in her neighborhood in southwest Delhi. Initially, she ignored the mails, but soon she started receiving letters through post repeating the same threat. She was forced to report the matter to the police, said an officer with the cybercrime cell. That, however, was not the end of her ordeal. The accused mailed the woman her photographs. The woman claimed these were the same photographs which she had kept in her mail folder. The police said the accused had hacked her email password, which enabled him to access the pictures. A preliminary inquiry into the complaint revealed that the mails had been sent to the victim from a cyber cafe in South Delhi.
Reporting cybercrime. Cybercrime can be reported in cybercrime cells at any city irrespective of where it was committed. Local police stations can be approached for filing complaints. Provisions have been made in most states for filing EFIR. Then, the Cybercrime Reporting Portal is an initiative by the Ministry of Home Affairs under the National Mission for Safety of Women to facilitate victims to complain about cybercrimes online at https:/cybercrime@gov.in. You can also send a mail to complaint.mwcd@gov.in, which is a hotline created by the Ministry of Women and Child Development to report cyberbullying online. Everyone should use technology responsibly. Be careful of what you put into cyberspace because you leave a digital footprint which cannot be erased. Always check the source of what you see or hear. Don't get fooled by disappearing apps such as Snapchat or Insta stories. Now that you're familiar with the various kinds of cybercrime, let's be responsible netizens and keep them in mind the next time we browse the internet. Happy surfing!